Welcome back. As we earlier said, we're going to be shedding a comprehensive look over the visit of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi to France and in particular Paris, and we're very delighted to be having with us live over the phone Eng Hassan Shaaban, our political analyst. Good morning, Eng Shaaban.
Good morning, Dina.
How are you doing, sir? Let's first talk about the significance of President Sisi's visit to Paris or France at this particular time. How do you see it?
You see, first of all, Egypt and France enjoys very special relations.
Of course.
And, they share the same political point of views all the time, especially when it comes to Libya. Generally speaking, Egypt and France have, a lot of things going on. France is one of the major investors in Egypt economically. And France is a good economical partner to Egypt. And we are, coordinating with them the security of the east of the Mediterranean as well, naval activities together. But the significance of this visit is to coordinate with France the departure of all the foreign troops and mercenary out of Libya to secure free elections on the coming 24th of December in Libya. This is a major concern for Egypt as well as the countries that actually look over Libya from the other side of the Mediterranean.
Right. The French president stressed about Egypt's pivotal role in the region when it comes to crucial issues like the Libyan situation, especially that there is a transition, a very important historical turning point on the Libyan file. So if you could like to comment over the pivotal role that Egypt is playing in the region, especially on the Libyan file.
See, Egypt and Libya enjoys very special relations. And, Libya is our western front, and we claim and we share a lot of common things with Libya, and we are very knowledgeable about the situation in Libya, tribal makeup and the distribution of the population in Libya and so forth. And we've been observing this for the last 10 years, just to make sure that none of the terrorist activities that were going on in Libya or the mercenaries should cross our borders. So that gave us a huge amount of information about what's going on in Libya. So when we actually sit on the table to review the situation in Libya, we have a lot of information to share with our European partners, Germany, France, Italy, and for a while, Libya formed a threat to us, not Libya as Libya, but as a country who has on its soil a lot of the mercenaries and foreign troops. And that was very alerting to Egypt. And we had to keep an eye on this. And also there was the Turkish intervention. So we need to make sure that all these troops will not be in Libya by the coming 24th of December to make sure that it will be a free election and nobody will influence the results of these elections.
Right. Also, during the visit or during talks with President Macron, President Sisi focused or gave a special focus over the solidarity of the international community and the unification of countries or the globe to be able to support Libya during this historical turning point. How do you assess the importance of international solidarity when it comes to the turning point?
The international solidarity is very important for this coming phase, actually. Libya requires all the help they can get to restore the stability and the sovereignty of the country without really any intervention from any foreign country or any foreign influence that could invest the unstable situation in Libya to gain profits, or So we need to protect the Libyans or Libya till they recover from what they suffered from in the last 10 years, actually.
Also, as we noticed that the two countries, Egypt and France, they adopt common senses when it comes to the Libyan file. So how important is that, especially when the expected Libyan elections on the 24th of December, and as you earlier added, that the withdrawal of the foreign troops and mercenaries from the country?
You see, the Libya as a geographic location, it's on that lies on the Mediterranean, and it actually extends to almost the Central Africa, and it looks over the Francophone African countries, and if Libya is stable, all the countries south of the desert will be stable, which is a main concern for France, actually. France is safeguarding all the countries, Chad, Mali, Niger, all of these, all the way to Senegal. All of these countries are French-oriented countries, and it is a moral and political and military responsibility for France to protect these countries. So if Libya is stable and clear of mercenaries and foreign troops, this will secure the countries that France is concerned with. If they have any mercenary in this house of Libya, this is a straight threat to the countries of the south of the desert, actually. So France is very concerned, to annihilate or, get rid of all the foreign troops in Libya. Just like us, actually, foreign troops in Libya or terrorist groups or mercenary formed a threat to us from the western borders, which is more than 1,000 kilometers. So that puts a lot of pressure over our military forces to observe any penetration from these long borders. So everybody is concerned to restore stability and sovereignty of Libya.
Right. What are the most important files that are expected to be dominating this visit by President Sisi to Paris?
Well, I think to apply pressure to respect the agreement that was made earlier, that all the foreign troops will leave before the 24th of December, and make sure that nobody will invest the situation and create instability, because that was actually started to happen a few days ago, that some parties in Libya started to cause some instability, requiring or asking to delay the elections, which is not to the benefit of the Libyan people. So this is the main topic that Egypt and France will discuss to make sure that the 24th of December election will be carried out in a good environment, clean, nobody will intervene, and the departure of foreign troops will be, will take place. Also, I think France is very concerned as one of the major and leading countries in the European Union to safeguard the rights of countries like Greece, like Cyprus, who
Right.
actually started to develop their oil and gas resources in the Mediterranean with a lot of investments from
Right.
the French side.
Right.
So France is, as a major country, looks over the Mediterranean, will actually try to protect the rights of all the parties in the area of east of the Mediterranean, because we all know, of course, a country like Turkey is trying to create problems for, in this particular area. So
Right.
I think the coordination and the, getting together
Right.
Egypt and France every
Right.
now and then to exchange point of views is very healthy for both sides and
Right.
to the rest of the Mediterranean countries.
Right. On this note, Engineer Hassan Shaaban, would like to thank you so much. You are a political analyst. Thank you so much for talking to us on The Breakfast Show. And we're going to go to a short break and come to continue The Breakfast Show, so stay with us.